Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be giving a recap slash mini review of The Last of Us episode 4 and 5. And the reason why I'm combining both episodes is because I feel like not much happened that I can really explain. It's kind of straightforward, and I also don't have that much of an opinion on both episodes. And without talking too much, let's get into episode 4. So episode 4 is a continuation from the last episode. Tess and Joel have Frank and Bill's blue pickup truck, and they are still driving cross country to Wyoming. There are some more bonding moments. I feel like this episode was more into the building of their relationship and them getting close. And there's a scene where they go camping in the woods, and Ellie asks Joel that is it safe from the people? Are they gonna be okay? And you can see that his fatherly slash protective instinct kicks in. So instead of going to bed like she did, he decides to stay up all night and watch out for the two of them. This episode also introduces more of the human aspect of what's left in an apocalypse. We get to find out that Fedra did a lot of harm to the people that they were supposed to govern. No surprise there. They killed a lot of people, they persecuted a lot of people, and we are introduced to a matriarch who is not only trying to avenge her brother, but trying to keep the rest of the people in the community safe. So when Joel and Ellie pass through their town, they are stopped by certain members of that group. They get into a bit of a gunfight, and Joel does kill and injure 2 people. This then leads to Joel and Ellie having to go through the entire town and trying to find a way to escape. And the episode is just them going from place to place, building to building, trying to find a way out. And then at the very end, before the credits roll, they are ambushed by 2 brothers, one being a literal child, as they wield guns against them in their sleep, and then the episode ends. But I hope you do not get attached to these 2 characters because they will not be lasting for long. Now let's get into episode 5. So in episode 4, the 2 brothers are who the matriarch has been searching for. The older brother snitched out on her brother in order to save his younger brother because he was sick with leukemia, and he needed to collaborate with Fedra in order to get money and medicine for treatment. And unsuccessfully, they have not been able to escape because they lack the skills to do so. And so the reason why they went out of their way to follow and ambush Joel and Ellie is because they believe that Joel has the physical strength and skills in order to get them safely out of the town. And Joel doesn't really want to work with them, but Ellie gets attached to the younger brother and he can't really say no. And another reason why he says yes is because the older brother knows the landscape of the town better than he does, so if they work together, it's more likely to work. Unfortunately, the older brother is really dumb because he truly does not have any skills to survive. He begins boasting and shouting as they're getting to the finish line for them to escape, but he's so loud that he gets the attention of an active shooter who is positioned where they want to escape, and the active shooter does call in backup, and there is an entire fight which causes the zombies to appear from underground. And it wasn't enough that we already have zombies that are super fast, strong, and can literally communicate through fungus and vines, but now there are zombies that are like sumo wrestlers and have superhuman strength, have fortified skin, and can think like actual human beings. This entire scene also shows Joel showing off his shooting skills and trying to clear a path for Ellie to escape. We also get a final meetup between the matriarch and the 2 brothers, and instead of her to shoot him and get it over with, she took her time having a full conversation, and a zombie girl attacks her and kills her, which just seems like convenient plot armor because I've seen other characters fight with full-grown zombies and win. So I have no idea how a zombie girl who's probably like 5 or 6 years old was able to attack her so badly and kill her, even though she had a gun and she could have easily shot her in the head. But I digress. Next, our new family of 4 escape and go to a motel where Joel invites the older brother to come with them to Wyoming if they want, and they can just spend as much time as possible until they part ways. And things take a darker turn when the younger brother confesses to Ellie that he was bitten. Ellie, being a kid that she is, thinks that she can just use her blood by cutting her hand and applying it to his bite, that will be a cure or vaccine and he will survive, but unfortunately it does not work like that, and the next morning he has turned into a zombie and he does attack her. Now the next scene I did not expect. Everything completely subverted my expectations because I thought the older brother was going to make a fight or cause a fuss and try to protect his younger brother, but I think in a moment of just pure confusion and heartbreak, he shoots his brother, and then he shoots himself. And so the episode ends with Ellie and Joel burying their bodies outside, giving them a moment of silence, and this time it's Joel who is concerned and worried for Ellie, as she remains stoic and asks for the two of them to continue their journey without focusing too much on the events that just happened. It is sad that these two brothers had to die so young and so early, but if you really think about it in the long term, it's better that everything happened this way because they will not survive, just the two of them, in the world that exists today. They are not capable, they do not have the strength, nor the skill, nor the silence to survive, especially if it has to do with zombies, because they could barely survive against people. The only reason why they even survived this long is because the older brother was a rat and had the protection of Fedra. So I don't even think he has any idea what he's about to meet or what they would have met if they were to go into the big wide world without the protection of Joel. And I also don't think that Joel would have liked for all 4 of them to stick together. It's more mouths to feed, more people to protect. So within the context of the show, because I'm not a heartless person who wants to see people die or a child die, it's good that they passed on sooner rather than later. And this does bring me to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it gets more interesting, especially with these zombies in future episodes. And I don't know if it's just me, but I hope the pace picks up rather than slows down. And let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Like this video, subscribe, and hopefully I'll catch you in my next video.